Can you tell us anything whatsoever?
Come on, I know you just give us. Can we have one more station?
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am the Reverend Raph, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
And we are still chatting with Jake and Brock from Glora ahead of Nowherefest coming up June 14th, Amore Events West End, Brisbane. Going to be a hell of a lineup. These guys are playing on it as well as a ton of other bands. It's only $40 for a whole day of amazing music. So get your tickets now. We will have a link down in the description. But we are here today for the quick question quarter, spelt with Q's, not K's, because we don't roll like that. And we are basically going to be diving into, I guess, musical mental minds, trying to get an understanding of what inspires them, how they got started, all that good stuff. So, nice and easy, starting us off. Gentlemen, what were the first instruments that you learned to play? Vocals does count, recorder in grade 3 does not.
I actually learned the drums first.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my first guitar when I was 5, but I didn't learn to play it until I was about 10. So I'd say the cello was my first instrument.
Oh,
cello.
okay.
When you were an 8-year-old playing a cello, was it like a 3/4 or half-size cello or something, or was it?
No, it was about as big as me.
You would have looked like a double bass when next to you when you're playing that.
Basically, and you see me walking around, like one of those kids walking around the school with like the humongous cello on my backpack. Yeah, it was a time.
Mommy, my back hurts.
Yes, I'll blame her for the back pain.
That's pretty hectic though. Is that something that you like stuck with, or you just kind of you dropped that pretty quick?
I mean, I kind of wish I did stick with it, but it's one of those things. You get to high school and you're the guy with the cello walking around. I think it got to me in the I didn't look real cool with it, and I was like, I don't need this anymore. I think I dropped music entirely. I was like, this isn't cool. And then about 2 years later, I was like, why the fuck did I drop this? And I started playing drums. So,
hey, all right, cool. What was the first album that you purchased?
Master of Puppets by Metallica.
Oh.
Very strong choice.
Yep.
Mine was Who Made Who by AC/DC at a garage sale for about $1. Yeah,
okay.
Steal.
Nice. You got it for $1 sealed.
No, $1 like a steal. It was a steal.
Oh, it was steal. Okay.
Garage sale. I was like, hell yeah. I think I only had $5 to my name. I was about 10. So
that's mad.
Yeah.
$4 is blowing other stuff. We got myself some red frogs and listened to it.
Lollies and stuff.
Yeah. We had a mosh pit with some red frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a good time.
One kid's circle pit in the living room, you know?
Yeah.
Man, in the bedroom.
That's pretty cool though. So how did Master of Puppets end up being the first album that you got? Curious about that one.
So basically, like my dad showed me into metal pretty much. Like,
okay, yep.
I've always was in and around like that rock stuff. So I really remember really liking like Blink-182 and stuff like that when I was probably like 6, 7. And then Dad's like, check out Iron Maiden, and I was like, what the fuck? This is awesome. And then it just kind of got heavier and heavier, but then Metallica was like, I got fucking obsessed. And then we were down at Sanity one day, and I was like, can I have it? And they were like, okay.
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Good.
Did you manage to score tickets to the show in November?
This year?
This year, yeah, Metallica.
I think no, because I bought tickets for them last time they were supposed to come in and they cancelled.
Yeah.
But I did get to see that. That was actually the first concert I ever saw.
Okay, well, that's literally our next question. That's our next question. What was your first live concert? So, okay.
Yeah. Metallica.
Nice. So what year was that, though? What year was your first time seeing them live?
I think that would have been 2009, 2010.
Okay, yep.
Something like that.
That would have been the Death Magnetic tour?
Yep.
Okay.
Lamb of God opened for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baroness and Lamb of God, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think it was Baroness, yeah. I didn't know them at the time. I wish I did.
Yeah. What about you, mate? What was your first live concert?
I didn't go to... My parents weren't big concert goers, and when they did, they'd go see, like, Robbie Williams or some shit. And I think it was 18 plus anyway, so I couldn't go. But remember when I was 15 and I was really heavily getting into metal at this stage, a lot of, like, deathcore, metalcore shit. finally in my town they hosted an all ages show, and it was Parkway Drive and Make Them Suffer. And at the time, I was really big on Make Them Suffer. At the time, I was like, oh yeah,
Sick.
So yeah, that was mine. It was actually a really sick show. And then they immediately closed that venue afterwards, and they never did another all ages show. So I was like, well, at least I got in and saw it.
Went out in a bang.
But hey, Parkway Drive, shit, respect to Parkway Drive, man. They were out there putting on all these, you know, under 18s and all ages shows, trying to get back to the people.
Yeah,
that's how they blew up, man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, they're so big now, eh?
It's crazy. It's so good.
Because they just focused on the rural and just really getting themselves out. Yeah.
And they've earned it. Like they've put the work in. They really, really have. And I love the fact like their arena tour doing such great numbers. I know they've got that show at the Sydney Opera House coming up.
Yeah.
Like they're reaping the rewards of like a career of hard work. And I'm not saying they're not still working hard, because they absolutely fucking are.
They'd probably be working harder now than you know.
But like they're getting, you know, they're able to do that sort of stuff at home now. They're doing arena tour here.
Yeah.
You know, which is not something that even a lot of the bands that are, you know, Aussie heavy bands that go overseas that can maybe do bigger stuff overseas, they come back here, they just not seen as that much of a big deal here, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, they love focusing on Australia too, which is really cool.
Yes, absolutely. What's an instrument you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet?
Mine's definitely piano. I've wanted to learn piano for a while. I also really want to play the lute. I reckon that's a cool instrument.
Yeah, nice.
But I don't think I'll ever buy a lute, unfortunately.
Maybe also what happened
I'm sure there's one on Temu. You can probably get it.
Probably, yeah.
I'd have to say piano as well, to be honest. Such a fucking beautiful instrument, you know.
It is.
There's so much.
I will get around to learning it soon.
See that? I saw this fucked up instrument the other day. It's like the glass xylophone, and it's like these fucking bits of crystal glass, right?
Yeah.
And they all start big and they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Okay.
It gives you a wheel, and you've got to spin the wheel. Right? You know how people just rub their fingers on cups with water in it?
Oh, yeah.
And it does that while it's spinning, and you're just like, that is the most mental fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, wow.
How expensive would it be too? You wouldn't want
It's fragile, very, very fragile. But I've seen that one. That looks pretty cool. I mean, look, but the thing is about piano, it's like it's a very all-round instrument in terms of it covers a lot of musical concepts. And this is one of the reasons that I always shout from. I'm like, if you want to learn music and you want to understand music, one of the best instruments for that is piano, because you're covering like the you know, chords and the melody and the accompaniment all in one. You're learning rhythm, you're learning lead, you're learning like chord structure, melodic structure. It's a great, you know,
trying to split your brain in two as well. Playing with both hands, and
the fact that each note occurs only once makes it a lot easier. Well, I mean, only once in each pitch makes it easier to sort of get your head around like chord structures and you know, the way chords are built is just way clearer to see on a piano.
I feel like it's I was gonna say guitar is one of those instruments you can learn it in a really broken way and still be good at it. Like, for example, it's like what I did with the drums. I'm a really good metal drummer, but you go get me play anything like just basic any other genre and I just can't do it. Whereas with piano, you really need to like learn it from the ground up in a proper way. Like you can't really learn. I mean, you could probably learn it broken, but you'd be pretty shit at it if you did. Like you've got to really put a lot of time into learning it a specific way, I guess. So it's good for learning.
It's one of those things now where if you do learn it, and you can hear, like even guitar and stuff like that, you have the ability to get plugins to make music any way you want. Like there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, and like the fact that on a piano keyboard, for the most part, I realize it's not always 100% the case, but for the vast majority of it, if you're trying to learn to read music, it's very one-to-one.
Yeah,
you know, it's like I said, you look at guitar, they'll got a note on the sheet music. It's like you could have that note in about 3 or 4 different places.
Exactly, you know, right.
On the piano, it's like it's one note, and then the next note up on the stave is the next note up on the thing, and it's like it makes it a lot easier to follow there. There's just so much to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. If you could pick one big band or artist to open a show for, who would it be? And that's one each. It's not like a combined pick. It's one each.
Alive, dead, still
Anything.
going?
Anything you want.
Alive or dead, whatever time in their career you could pick.
Mm.
We're like breaking all the rules of physics with this one.
Yep.
Like Death would be sick.
Oh, really? Wow.
Okay.
I would love Old Immortal with a butt still in it. That would be
Wow,
fucking
okay.
insane. That would be so crazy.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Who is a band or artist that you're listening to at the moment that you think is underrated and deserves more attention?
Ulcerate.
Also,
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Okay.
Have you heard of Black Braid?
no.
No.
They're really cool. It's a one man. Once again, it's not really too black metal. Really cool. Really cool. Black
Yeah,
Braid's
okay.
awesome. Definitely check them out. One guy will blow you away that it's one guy too, because it sounds like it's so well done.
Yeah. Okay.
But
See,
they're somewhat popular at the moment, actually. I think they've got maybe, let's see, 40,000 monthly listeners. They're doing all right.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
they're
shit.
doing okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
Really cool band.
I love these crazy like one person projects that are just
Yep.
they're always so fucking good.
Yeah.
You know? There's
It blew
one
me away when I saw it was one guy. I was like, are you fucking serious?
there's one from
So unfair.
yeah, you're like
You
fuck.
jerk.
There's one from Scotland. And I don't know, the pronunciation is fucking really weird and I'm not going to get it right, but it's like called Saw, but it's like SAAUR or something like that.
Okay.
And they are SAOR. There we go. And it's like
Oh, okay.
black metal. It's like very like kind of takes like black metal elements, but mix it with like a lot of traditional Scottish and Celtic instrumentation, and
Very interesting.
it's
Okay,
like
cool.
very much. I mean, I know for a time it was a one man project. I'm not sure if he's got other people on board now, but it is like crazy fucking good, crazy
damn.
good stuff.
Saw. Okay, I'll have to check them
Yeah,
out.
yeah. SAOR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Actually, I should reach out to him about a fucking podcast thing. That'd be pretty fun.
That'd be sick.
Fuck yeah.
What is something people may be surprised to learn about you?
I don't really listen to a lot of metal anymore.
Yeah, that's fair
Like,
enough.
honestly, I don't. It comes in waves. I'm a weird guy. Actually, at the moment, I would say I listen to a lot of classical music. It's really
Yeah.
strange, but yeah, I don't listen to a lot of metal.
Hey, people reckon if Mozart was born today, he'd be in a death metal band.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm also
I love like top 40 shit. I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah.
I literally listen to the radio when I'm at work. Like,
Yeah,
Dang.
nice.
I listen to a lot of actually no, it's a big call to say shit metal, but like a lot of metal that people don't like a lot of old new metal and
Oh, yeah.
shit that like if you said you listened to it 10 years ago, you'd just cop so much shit for. But I feel like now a lot of
Like
people are
who?
more
Like
open
who?
to it. Man, I've been getting into Limp Bizkit again. I've been getting
Nice.
into who else is there? Clutch is cool if you remember
Mhm.
Clutch.
Clutch.
Fuck yeah, I love old the first album by Drowning Pool.
Oh, oh.
Man,
Fucking
look, Kyle and I are
we
new
live in that
metal.
world.
Yeah, Kyle and I are
Yeah.
like new metal till we die. New
Yeah,
metal till we die, man. Like,
Absolutely.
10 years
It's-
I
ago, we
remember-
were still saying we listened to it.
Yeah, we never
Bridge to
stopped.
Reading and
Good.
shit.
we never
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
stopped, man. We never
You should see
fucking
the
stopped.
size of my shorts.
Good.
Oh,
I respect it so much because I remember like 10 years ago, I'd go and tell anyone that they'd be like, poser, like, look at that. Fuck you.
Actually, if you should,
Please.
if you like that sound, if you
Yeah.
haven't already checked them out, check out a band called Silly Goose.
I
Yeah.
have heard Silly Goose.
Silly Goose, yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of that like early era new metal stuff and like
Yeah.
throws it into a kind of package. But
Have you
yeah, like
heard,
that's been my thing, man, the whole fucking time.
Man,
that's
what's
sick.
the other band that does that? They're I'm trying to think of them. They're a newer band. Very very new metal, but they've kind of modernized it. Really cool stuff. Fuck, what are they called?
The sounds come around again. The
Yeah,
sounds
man.
come
Yeah.
around again. So there's lots
Yeah,
of bands
100%.
taking the
Never
different-
left.
No, I didn't.
Never left.
Amen.
Limp Bizkit are great though.
Mm.
I love Limp Bizkit, man. They're so
get
cool.
why people hate them.
I
No,
mean,
fuck
yeah.
anyone who hates them. I honestly,
Yeah,
I
I
can
get-
kind of see why people don't like them, but
Yeah.
Look, I mean, yeah, but
They're the new Nickelbacks of
What
the
I-
world, though. Like when
my-
you think about it.
what I always
Yeah.
say is, I'm like, yeah, if you'd sold 40 million records, you'd probably be a bit of a dick sometimes too.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I know I probably would be. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
I've sold like 10, and I can be a dick sometimes. So, I don't, you know. But
The other band I was thinking of is Gideon, by the way. I don't know.
Gideon.
Oh, Gideon,
okay.
yeah,
They're
they're
fucking
great.
cool. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
All right, no worries. Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say Dropout Kings for a minute. Like they're
No, I haven't heard
they've
of
been.
them.
It's kind of like
I've been seeing them around.
It's kind of like trap metal type stuff. Like
Okay,
that takes like.
interesting.
And unfortunately, their singer actually just passed away.
Oh,
At time of recording, like just like a few days ago.
Oh, wow, okay.
Very very tragic, very tragic.
Yeah.
I don't know the circumstances, but like he was real. You know, like I think late 20s or early 30s. Like they were just
Fuck, that
Yeah.
sucks.
yeah. It's really sad. It's really sad. I think they have a GoFundMe set up. Actually, I might link that down in the thing if people are
Fuck yeah.
interested. But yeah, like they sort of take like elements of trap music and put it together with metal. And I think they had like they got two vocalists. One does the more rap stuff. One does the more metal and clean singing stuff. So it's just really
Interesting.
really unique kind of sound there.
I've been getting into
Well-
that Diamond Construct lately.
yeah, they're
Oh,
how good
yeah, I've heard
are
of
they?
them. Yeah, I don't think I've heard them, but I've heard
That
of
shit
them.
slaps.
I went and saw them when the Crowbar was still open here, and
It's reopened,
After-
then, hasn't it?
oh yeah, no, when the old one, sorry, was
Ah,
still
yeah.
and yeah, watched them play and then got on the piss with them for the rest of the night.
Fuck
It
yeah.
was good fun.
It's almost like a
Yeah.
bit more of a really modern Marilyn Manson kind of vibe, in a
Mm.
weird sort of way. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
but
very
then,
super creative.
oh yeah, shit slaps.
Yeah,
We actually, what was the one we did? The new song by Teeth.
Yeah.
We did a reaction to that one that's coming out soon, or it's actually by the time this video's out, it may have already released. But that was like
Is it I Am
Punch.
the Way to Oblivion?
no,
That's their album that just came out or something.
yeah, no, the song's called
Something's
Let
out.
It In.
It is out. Yeah.
Yeah, the song's called Let It In, and it was just like fucking relentless. It's like 3
Yeah,
minutes of
listen.
just fucking punishing riffs and just intensity. It's
Yes.
great.
Cool. Hell
It's
yeah.
great. All right, cool. If you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what album would it be?
oh, that's loaded.
Yeah, that's really loaded.
I could. Oh fuck.
That's so loaded. I'd have to go the original album by Billy Talent. I've heard that like 100,000 times.
Okay.
I'd have to go Hungry Ghost by Violent Soho.
Oh,
Mm. Mm.
Thank you.
my man,
Thank-
my
thank
man,
you.
my man. Dude, I can't. I'm still fucking.
I'm so
distraught,
sad
man.
about it,
I'm
eh?
fucking so upset.
Yeah.
They break up. I don't know
Yeah.
much about them. Oh,
They
okay.
said they went on a hiatus, but we all know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Either
man.
that or I'm picking anything by Children of Bodom.
Mm. Yeah, that's another strong contender as well.
Mm.
Absolutely.
And lastly, we like to wrap it up a bit more, you know, get a bit sappy at the end here. What are you most grateful for about your involvement in music?
Oh, yeah, it's just got to be like probably just being able to do the shows. Or having just probably met the people that have like listened to our shit and come out and seen us. And it's like, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. Like someone else takes time out of their day to fucking listen to our shit.
For me, it is. It makes me feel like an individual. Sets you apart from. It gives you like, I don't know. You know, you make a song. No one's making that same song. You could, unless you're just ripping people off. But for the most part, you know, most people are pretty creative with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's something that it's individual to you, special to you.
Nice.
like it.
Okay, well, there you go. There's the quick question quarter for the week. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. I know we kind of
No worries.
ambush you with a couple
Thank
of
you.
those ones, but you know, we like
That
to.
was fun.
The fun.
We like to.
That
It's
was
all.
fun.
It's all in the name of fun and just having a good time and breaking down those barriers, right?
Yeah, that's
breaking down
right.
those barriers.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, as I said, we are going to have links to all the different places where you can follow what Glora's got going on, and a ticket link for Nowherefest. Get your tickets if you haven't already. You are running out of time. Get them. The show's coming up 14th of June, so make sure you check out that link. And there's so many cool bands on that festival. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be really, really fun. And if you see me around on the day, come and say hi. It'll be awesome. It'll be really, really nice. We'll have cheers together and the whole thing. But yeah, thank you very, very much to Jake and Brock from Glora.
Thank you.
Thank you to my co-host Kyle. I have been the Reverend Raph. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. Take care of yourself and your mates. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.